I'm like, a trophy? They're like, really? And how much hours do you spend? And then they ask, when will your dog finally be trained? Like, Julie, you're horrible. You've been doing this with the same dog for 6 years and your dog's still not trained? So to try to describe what we do to even family members, and if you take a look, most of us spend more time with each other than family members. It really does become a family. So Britt and I, we said we want to honor people that just really no one even knows why we. Hey. Who is that kid?
Where did he come from?
I know.
I saw him walking up the street. I think somebody gave him a ride.
I am core class 1. Britt is not show rated or working rated, so that's the back half of the genetics. So you take a look and you're like, we spend so much time doing something. I know all of you have heard me say this about the sugar diet, but for those that are visitors, I'm going to mention it again. I always do the sugar diet. In fact, I'm doing it in January, and I always do it with my students saying, all right, when I grew up, we would go the whole month of January without sugar. And I tell my students, I said, you know, America was based on taste buds. I said, Columbus was looking for the spice trade. And I said, you guys would have a hard time going without sugar for just 1 month. And they said, no, we could do it, we could do it. I said, all right, I challenge you, it was the first year I did it, to 1 month without sugar. And my students said, oh, we could do that. And I'm like, all right, I challenge you. And they said, what do we get if we do it? I said, nothing. Do we get extra credit points? I said, no. And one student, it was funny, she was cute, she said, well, what if we're cheating? I said, if you're in the closet cheating, you have more problems than sugar. It's your goal. I said, so I challenge you 1 month. And it was a very interesting study because I carried 30 students for 5 preps, so 150 students. And probably 12 could make it. And those 12 were always the cream of my crop. So people ask, well, Schutzen, why do you do it? I have a goal. And I'm like, it's your goal. Well, what if I'm cheating? Well, it'll show in the trial. It's going to show. And you go out there and you lay your tracks, and I talked to Della Segas, and he said, you ever wonder what people our age, I'm like, easy boss, you're a little older. But people our age, you're in the middle of a freaking field, laying a track by yourself with nobody saying, that was a good corner, that was beautiful. You're just by yourself, having a goal. And I correlate the sport of Schutzen with baseball. In baseball, if you bat a .333, you're in the Hall of Fame. And you fail 2/3 out of the time. You fail 2/3. And I'm like, that's the sport of Schutzen. You lick your wounds and you're like, that sucked. I took my spanking. And that one time you hit the home run, you're like, it was worth it. And my friends are like, really? And I'm like, you'll never understand what my mind thinks like, because you don't understand that goal-oriented person. So I would always say, with these people, those are the 12 in the sugar diet that did it. And Britt and I, when we came up with this, the 3rd annual one, and we included the BH poll. And some people were saying, why are you including the BH poll? I said, do you know how much work a BH is? Do you guys remember your first BH?
Oh.
You guys remember that first BH?
The feeling walking into the field on your first BH.
And when, especially after the group and you take your leash off, you're like, I am
Oh,
pretty freaking
God.
naked right now. And I said, we need to include a BH poll. I said, we have to do that. And she said, well, it's going to fill up fast. I'm like, good for everybody then. Good. I hope it fills up. Because my first trial, my first time ever, my dog was on the long down first, and my dog attacked the other dog in the recall. And I didn't even pay the entry fee yet. So I'm like, that was the shortest trial. It was a 4-minute trial. And I never forget saying, I will conquer this sport. I'm not saying I have, but I'm saying I'm not going to like give up on this. That's when I realized how incredibly difficult this is. So I salute everybody that has received a BH all the way to 3 FHs. I think we have an FH2 up there. Santa's the only FH2. I gotta catch up with that. And it's a very, very difficult sport in all aspects. Whether it's protection, obedience, protection. We are spending time with each other, with dogs. we have conflict with our dogs. And I always said this, I have no problem with conflict. I have a problem with unresolved conflict. So that to say, I hope you guys have a great time today, and we want to honor you and say thank you for all the hours and hours that are spent, seen and unseen, on this training field and not on this training field and with each other. So I hope it's a great afternoon. Couldn't ask for a better day. I was just telling John, would it be too much for me to order training like this every day, where the weather is, what, 60 degrees? We wanted to hold this pole ceremony in July. Probably would not be a wise idea. But, so thank you. You guys will go table 1, first, eating, 2, 3, 4. All right. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers to everyone.